off your modem, turn on your modem, you know.
Yeah.
And we do have that information available. We do have our Tier 2 group 800 number, which is available 24/7. So we do have that number available.
That's
It's
Tier
in
1.
Tier 2.
Tier 2 support group, and it's part of the presentation. If it's not, then I have the number. I can certainly give it to anyone who wants that number. And again, for those who are here, we're certainly willing to take your information and troubleshoot your particular issue to try to resolve.
Can I ask a couple of questions about the network with the phone number? Would it be okay?
Yeah.
Would it be okay if you give me the phone number, the Tier 2 phone number, so I can put it on our website so our community can have access to the phone numbers? Would that be okay? That we can give out the phone numbers? And can you tell me a little bit more about the upgrade? I'm assuming in plain English that you took out as many of the bottlenecks as you could. It's built on as much fiber. It is built on some fiber, not just copper, old technology, and replace a lot of old technology.
Yeah, exactly. Every D-SLAM in the exchange when we're done will have fiber.
It will. And it's built on, you said the possibility it has going to have the gig. Now, why just the gig and not the larger capacity that you mentioned? Cost?
Like I said, basically yes, but also, you know, the incremental, you know, we're talking about an almost, you know, 10-fold or in some cases 20-fold increase in capacity. You know, we'll monitor those links, and you know, when they get to 60 to 70% of that capacity, then we'll come in and, you know, doesn't require that upgrade, doesn't require any new equipment. We can upgrade the D-SLAM from 1 gig to 10 gig all the way to the V-Links.
Okay. And you think that this will improve everything for all of our residents here in Jefferson? This is the answer. It's going to help all of our congestion.
Well, no, they're already saying they're done with the upgrades.
No, they will
No,
be in
we're-
September.
in
They will be.
Oh, no, but the green?
Now, the green from the first aggregation point out through the Atlanta drain,
You're done.
we're saying we're going to finish.
In
That's
September.
where the.
No. Now.
Today. So the phone numbers that you're going to give me, that we can put on our website, that's where our citizens can call. If they're in the green and they're really mad and red, they can call the phone number. But like my council was saying, our area is growing, and we also have to worry about promoting businesses coming in there. What are you going to, this is for our residents. What about our businesses? What are you bringing in for our businesses? Are there plans for more fiber, or have you got plans in the works already? This was a 2-year-ago plan. Do you have the 2-year from now or the 5-year from now plan, or do you have a plan for our businesses or the potential business for this area, or is that another part?
Well, so let me go back. I'm still trying to answer Mr. Quinn's question. I feel like we're driving past each other. So when we say this upgrade plan will be complete in September.
The whole thing.
The whole thing, right. So what, as Betty mentioned, we're not saying we would never, ever invest $11 in Jefferson. That's not what we mean. We're just talking for this discrete individual plan, right? So that doesn't mean that as greater demand from the private sector in the future, that we want to open bigger
But
pockets.
sir, what I'm saying is, we're already behind that curve.
So what I'm trying to say is, this particular discrete upgrade plan will be finished in September. If someone still had an issue, we're not washing our hands of it. That's what I'm saying.
I would expect a waiver.
So we will come and investigate individual case-by-case issues
Okay.
to make sure that they get what we hope we're delivering. Does that make, I'm trying to help.
No, I hear what you're saying, sir, and it's a good marketing tool. But in reality, it doesn't happen. I'm sorry. In reality, it doesn't happen.
Well, it's happening now. That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, what I'm hearing is that we're done upgrading in Jefferson. Everyone should be great. everyone's not great. Matter of fact, it's amazing the number of people that aren't great. Over 1,000 just on a petition, and half the people in Jefferson don't even know about the petition. And that's 1,000 out of 4,000 houses. 25% that signed up for the petition. How can you say that upgrade is done? We're good. And we are behind the curve. Any other city around us can get a lot faster than 12 meg downloads. Okay? So really, 12 meg is not a great thing. Okay? It's really slow when you're talking about what our kids are doing these days. So that's again.
May I ask Mr. Martin a question?
Well, let me finish what I'm saying. Okay. And then you can. Is again, my bottom line. They should get what they pay for. They are not getting what they're paying for. So, in fact, they should all be getting a credit until the supposed upgrades are done. If they're not getting their speeds, they should get an upgrade for every month that they've been out of their speeds. And we're talking about years. And you've talked about upgrades before. Winstream has talked about spending money in Georgia. Last year, remember, it was about a year and 2 months ago, that you have said that we are going to be done with our upgrades in Georgia in 2013. Well, here it is 2014. We're hearing the same conversation. So I have doubts about that. Okay? And you understand, right? So, but again, my bottom line is not against Winstream. It's give them what they're paying for. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
Mr. Martin, a question for you. If you would speculate, and I understand that it's speculation, but if you're in the green area and you're getting 1 meg instead of 6 that's paid for, what are some possible issues that they would need to have solved?
Speculation, there's something called a bridge tap, and that's where there's a section of copper that is teased into your line in between your house and the D-slam. That can seriously degrade performance. We've got several million customers. Not every record for every customer is accurate. We could have sold a customer 12 meg service, looking at our records, thinking that the distance between the D-slam and their house qualified them and would actually support that speed. Could be that they're a little bit further out and they don't.
Would that be a consistent number underneath, or would that be something that would fluctuate?
That would be fairly consistent, I would think. Some of the things that cause fluctuations, a rainstorm. And Joey, maybe want to chime in here. I don't know what condition that the existing copper is in, but sometimes, if it rains and gets wet, that can degrade service temporarily. All that speculation, three possible things. There are others that I'm probably not thinking of off the top of my head, but those are 3 possibilities.
The bridge tap is something that I looked into as I was studying this. Is this something that when they call that you guys come out and investigate, you discover, and you're able to adjust or fix?
Yes, absolutely.
And if you look at that map closely, there are 4 council members that are in the yellow.
I can't see it back here.
Yeah, but if you get up close.
He said the whole green area was Jefferson.
No, it's not. Ron's not in it. We're yellow. You're yellow. Your yellow. Map is.
So my district's in green?
No.
You're-
Well, your house is in yellow.
I'm not worried about mine.
So you're not completely finished. It'll be September before Jefferson is complete.
Exactly.
Well, the yellow by July.
The map again contains portions of, or shows all of our Jefferson exchange, and that's a Federal Communications Commission governmental boundary that encompasses more territory than just the city limits of Jefferson. Not all of the city limits of Jefferson have been upgraded. There are still 3 or 4, maybe more areas that we're working on. The yellow will be upgraded by July 3rd, or that's our best estimate. We have some actual, if we cruise out burying fiber or splicing additional fiber that goes from the center of the network out towards the edge. That will enable us to upgrade to a gigabit Ethernet circuit in those 4 areas. Our best estimate is September 30th. But as you get further away from the city, the number of customers impacted gets smaller and smaller. Like I said, the pink areas only represent 10% of the customers. And that's not to say that those customers are any less important, or that they're paying for something and not getting it. It doesn't matter. But just the point is, as you get more rural, it becomes a little bit harder to get the latest technology out.